What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Payne. Welcome back to another DC Heroes and Villains video. Alright guys, brand new deal on the screen. 2,000, that's a multi, 2,000, that's a multi, and 1,000 stamina for 40 bucks. Just ain't gonna cut it. I'm sorry, that's not a very good deal. That's not why we're here though, guys. We're here because we want to talk about a few things that are going on and do a showcase for probably the best, if not the best unit, probably in the game. But right now, as you guys can tell here, there is a brand new event going on here called Gotham Under Siege. You guys can do this, get yourself quite a bit of gold and some extra little bit of enriched polymers to get your characters up to, I think, roughly about tier 3, I think this goes to. Let's see, let's take a quick look here. Yeah, so some tier 3 things, and at the end you get yourself a player portrait of good old Nightwing. So, worth doing it for sure because it doesn't cost any stamina, and you guys can pretty much run through this super quickly. And you can see here, hero characters only are allowed in this fight. But we're not here to do that right now. You guys can do this on your own. I'm sure most of you will just like run right through this. What I want to do though is talk about, let's talk about Circe. Everything that Circe is, everything that she does, and why she is one of the, if not the top player in the game or unit in the game. So here's my Circe, level 44. You can see I'm going to get her to 45 here right now. And you can see here she's tier 6. I'm pushing her to tier 7, and then tier 8 ideally will be the gold, then 9, then whatever. You know, after 9, when they open it up to 10, we'll keep pushing her. But what makes Circe so powerful, not only is she the pinnacle of the red team's carry, she pretty much does everything the red team needs her to do, but she's also a plug and play character. So what does plug and play mean? In game terminology, which means she can fit in any mold and she will perform just as well on any team. So it doesn't matter where you place her, Circe is still going to be one of the best units on that team, hands down. So she's a 5-star character, she's a villain, she's also the part of Legion of Doom, which actually has some of the best units in the game in my opinion, starting from the 3-star Gorilla Grodd, Cheetah, Parasite, Lex Luthor, and Circe. I don't know why I want to say Groot all the time. I have no idea why. Maybe it's Groot because of Marvel. I don't know. Anyways, ignore that. So if you put her on a red team right now, she is going to pretty much punish every single person on there. Okay, so with Two-Face, Flash, Wonder Woman, etc. So I want to do a showcase for you guys on her and show you why she is absolutely a broken character and why I think she's going to be probably the most featured unit that people will summon for when she is available. Okay, so let's talk about her passive real quick. Okay, you can see here I've got her up to level 2, pushing for level 3, 4, and 5. So essentially what happens is for each buff and debuff applied to Circe, it increases her attack and defense stats by 3%. Now this stays throughout the entire battle. This does not change. Each time she has targeted by a power move, unless she has red color up, she inflicts red color down debuff on herself for 7 turns. Now some of you may think to yourself, why would she debuff herself? Well, here is why. The power move itself flips all debuffs to their buff equivalent on all allies, including herself. So when she has that red buff down, or red tile down, she will convert it to red tile up, right? And that's the beauty of her power move. It converts all debuffs into the equivalent buff. So if someone has a dot, they get a heal up. Somebody has the red tile down, they get red tile up. If somebody has vulnerability, they get immovable, I think, which is like everything is weak against you, etc., right? It attacks a single target with a fairly high multiplying damage dealing move, 193%, generates a barrier on all allies equal to 6% of her max HP, and then 1% extra for every buff that's applied to her. So the more buff she has, the higher the barrier for everybody. So super OP. Actually is one of the only units that you don't need a healer with if you can constantly spam her special. Now with the full red team, that is very doable. So let me show you guys real quick here. I'll just do a brand new stage. So we'll do this one here together. Okay, you can see my red team. I got Vandal in here. Now you don't need to have Vandal in here. I just put him in for fun. I'm going to put Waller in for more buffs. You can see here I don't have a healer. Okay, and I want to show you guys this without a healer. Now someone may die. Who knows, right? We'll find out. But for the most part, I don't really have an issue. I just set it on auto when it does its thing, but I'm not going to set it on auto because this time I actually want to do it with you guys so you guys can see what I'm talking about in terms of her power. Okay, so first you want to build Flash. Flash will eventually be out, guys, so don't worry. I know everyone's going to wonder why I'm using Flash. Well, because I have him and I want to use him because he's perfect for this team. And it doesn't really change the outcome of Circe's performance, except she just gets her power a little quicker, right? Let's get Waller up a little bit. And let's move this over here. Let's get our other reds up. There we go. Now watch. We're going to do this first. weak against the blue. That's fine, but everybody here should have. Now I want to say this now. They put a patch in. You don't see the visual effect of the shield, but you do see the blue underneath, which means there's a shield applied to everybody. I know, guys, the patch was supposed to fix problems, but unfortunately now we've got more problems than we had before, and now we're kind of back to square one with some of these issues. But here you go. You guys can see all these moves popping off, and we're going to do this real quick and try to kill off that opponent and then move on to the next ones. Okay, so here we go. See, the shield dropped, okay? Just so you guys are aware, it does actually apply. Now watch, when I get my next red on Circe, you're going to see her switch Amanda Waller's lack of haste to a haste. Watch. Okay, so let's see if she still has it. She does, perfect. Now watch this debuff change. There you go, right there, see? And I think that's actually dodge up, sorry, not haste, dodge up. There you go, dodge up, it was dodge down. So you can see here, that's the beauty of it. She makes everyone better around her by just providing everybody more and more buffs. It's crazy how much she can do. So let's go ahead and do this. Build these up. Look how quickly everybody gets their power up with Flash and her. And there we go. See, you don't even have to wait for a debuff. You can just spam this pretty much with the red team, which is the beauty of this, right? So we're going to save this one. We'll build everybody back up. You guys can see everyone's built back up and built. We'll go ahead and do Flash again. Get everybody haste. Get some more reds on there. Do Circe's. And look, everybody's fully shielded at all times. There's nobody here that doesn't have a shield. This is why you don't need a healer for the most part, right? Unless you're fighting like a really big deficit in power, shields become almost useless with her in the team, right? Because like she's constantly providing you a buff with her shields. Sorry, a heal, not a shield. Heals are useless. She's constantly giving you these shields anyway, so you're not really having to worry too much about having a healer on standby. Okay, let's do this again. Build right up again. See that? We're back up. And look, this again, dodge down, and we're about to get dodge back up for her. See? Like that. Now these archers, I want to point out, have insanely high dodge mechanics. So they do dodge quite a bit. So just keep that in mind when you're fighting them. Let's build this up. I should have done Flash there. Got everybody haste and then done that. Would have been much smarter, but it's okay. Let's do this. Get everyone's reds back up a bit. Okay, good. That takes away taunt and puts vulnerability. Great. Diana's great against tanks. Like, she's incredible for it. So, okay. You guys can see one enemy left, and Circe pretty much just kept everybody at full health at all times. There has been nobody here that's taking any form of damage, all because of Queen Circe and her incredible barrier abilities. Especially with all the buffs that she has, right? Look at that, guys. 3 stars without a healer, no problem. Circe, hands down, top 1, top 2 units in the game, especially for 5 stars. So when a feature banner comes out for her, guys, you guys should all be going for Circe as one of your main thoughts in the game. That's right, I said that. All right, guys, I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Take care.